Well, hello all, and welcome to this segment of Nell Knows, Resources Edition. Today I will be enlightening you all on one of my favorite resources called Bookflix. Bookflix is an online literacy resource that pairs classic video storybooks from Weston Woods with related nonfiction from children's press and other trusted scholastic imprints. It's one of my favorite resources that I've researched about. And now that I've enlightened you a little bit about what Bookflix is, you're probably wondering who, what, when, where, why, and how much. Well, I'm here to enlighten you. Bookflix can be found very easily. All you have to do is pull up your Google browser and type in Bookflix, and you click on the very first link that it gives you. It says Bookflix-login. And the reason that I tell you to find it in Google is that it's not, the website simply isn't bookflix.com. It's this very long thing. So it's easiest to just type it into Google, and it's the very first one that pops up. So what you do is you click on it, and it brings you into a login screen. And from here I will talk to you about the cost, how much it is. Bookflix is a subscription-based online literacy resource, and there's an annual fee for a school license. So one of two ways in which you can access this is through your school that you teach at. So if your school has a subscription, you can get your username and password from them. Another way to do this, if the students want to use this on their own time and not at school, students can access it through their local library. So what you do is go to your local library's website, and if you have a library card, you type in the card number on the back, and you put in your password and all of that, and that way students and their parents can access this on their own time, as well as the students being able to access it from school if their school has a subscription to it. Now on to the what. What Bookflix is for is using paired text, library programs, and classroom activities such as phonics, fluency, vocabulary, and comprehension. And it's an excellent interactive program for parents to experience with their children as well, like I was saying earlier, with the students, with taking their students to the library to use it, or logging in to the library's website at their home. So once you have a username or password, whichever way you get it, you hit go.
Click on a category, or click on the feature to begin.
And then you can click on a category or feature to begin. And there's so many different categories and features to click on. It's everything from books about animals, earth, people, places, ABCs, 1, 2, 3s, family and community, music, adventure, celebrations, imagination. And you can watch stories, read books. There's resources for using paired texts and videos to view with it. There's additional activities for fiction. There's ways to read the book, ways to explain to the students how to read it with video, student assessments, library programs. There's tabs up here for almost everything. There's different links for the teacher to help them out as well as the students. There's ways to meet the author, puzzles, exploring the webs. There's lesson plans, different classroom activities for the teacher to use. There's even a parent and a child tab up here for when the parents can help the students on their own time. And there's just so much that can be done on this website. I chose Bookflix because I think it is important for students to be on the proper grade level or above for reading, and I found that this is a great way to help the students accomplish that. While Bookflix is centered mainly for the elementary students, I found that being in middle school classrooms the past few semesters, that middle school students are not where they need to be when it comes to their grade level reading, and they need to greatly improve. And so I think this website would be great not only for elementary students, but I think it would even be wonderful for middle school students as well, in helping them get to where they need to be on the reading spectrum. I think that Bookflix can best be used to support one of the roles and responsibilities of teaching in many ways. It integrates technology, it builds vocabulary, compares and contrasts contrasts fiction and nonfiction books, which is one thing that students get confused, especially when they're just learning how to read in the lower elementary spectrum. And ultimately, it helps to build a love of reading and learning, which will be of use no matter what the subject and throughout students' entire lives. So I hope that in your classroom one day you would give Bookflix a chance, and I hope you enjoyed this.